Super Citizen. Yes, it is I, POM-J, Uncle POM-J. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to show you something real quick. We actually are cooking cassava leaf the traditional way.
Oil in here, making sure I put just enough that cassava leaf soak in it just right. I try to not keep too much oil, but just enough.
So if you're a Liberian super citizen out there or any other friends of Liberia and tasted cassava leaf, that's what we're making today. And I'm going to show all my stay-at-home fathers or even stay-at-home mothers or just those who want to learn how to cook some traditional Liberian food from a super citizen. Super Citizen. Yes, it is I, POM-J, Uncle POM-J. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to show you something real quick. Who is in the kitchen? Is it Uncle POM-J in the kitchen? That's right. I'm going to share with you guys today my Liberian traditional food. We actually are cooking cassava leaf the traditional way. I've also learned how to cook it a veganized version, but this way is the traditional Liberian way. So if you're a Liberian super citizen out there or any other friends of Liberia and tasted cassava leaf, that's what we're making today. And I'm going to show all my stay-at-home fathers or even stay-at-home mothers or just those who want to learn how to cook some traditional Liberian food from a super citizen, Uncle POM-J. All right, so that's it for right now. I will keep you guys up to date on how the progress is coming as we watch this food get made by Uncle POM-J. All right, super citizens, I am out.
Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and get into the cassava leaf ingredients. First, we have our turkey necks. Where my meat lovers are. Then we have our cassava leaf. It was frozen, but now it's thawed out. Next, we have escargot. Yeah, that's snail. My snail lovers, where you at? Now we have our goat meat. That goat meat with the skin. Come on, meat lovers, where are you at? Then next to it is our boni, basically dry fish, and then our favorite brand of oil, whichever brand is that. And then you got your Scotch bonnet pepper, and then we have our red onion. That's it. These are our ingredients. All right, go ahead and grab your pot and let's get started. Make sure you got your favorite pot. It's big enough to cook everything you need. All right, now next step, we want to make sure we are washing and cleaning our protein. So that's what we're gonna do. So while we wash and clean our protein, let's get into what is cassava leaf. All right, let's talk about it.
What is cassava leaf and where does it come from? Well, cassava leaf is one of Liberia's most iconic traditional cuisine, made from finely pounded cassava leaves, slowly cooked with palm oil, onions, peppers, and protein like smoked fish, dry fish we call boni, beef, goat meat with skin, chicken feet, chicken, or whatever type of protein you may like. But this dish didn't start as comfort food. No, it started as a survival food. You see, cassava itself is a resilient crop. It's able to grow in poor soil and harsh conditions. Long before colonial borders, indigenous Liberian communities relied on cassava because both the root and the leaves could sustain entire villages over generations. Pounding the leaves into smooth paste and slow cooking them, becoming an art form which was passed down through families, especially through women. Now, cassava leaf is not rushed food. No, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes care. And most importantly, it takes love. That's why people lose their mind and don't know what to say when they eat it, because it was made with such care and love. All right. Which Liberian groups love cassava leaf the most? While every Liberian eats cassava leaf, there are certain groups which are especially known for mastering it. Groups like the Kru people, Klao, that's actually my group, which is from my mother's side. The Kru, the coastal people, and the skilled seafarers are famous for rich, oily, deeply seasoned cassava leaf, often paired with seafood or smoked fish. For the Kru households, cassava leaf is not just a meal, it's identity. Also for the Bassa people, which is also represents me, because that's from my father's side. He's Bassa. And the Bassa people are widely recognized for palm oil forward cassava leaf, cooked thick and hearty. Bassa style cassava leaf is often bold, earthy, and filling. It's meant to fuel long days of labor and community life. The next group is the Pella people. The Pella people and Central Liberian groups. In Central Liberia, cassava leaf is a daily staple commonly served with rice. It's practical, it's nourishing, and it's communal, meaning it's meant to feed many mouths from one pot. Well, the bottom line is, cassava leaf belongs to everyone, but the Kru people and Bassa households are often considered the cultural heavyweights of this dish. Now, why cassava leaf matters? Let's look at the bigger picture. Cassava leaf represents African ingenuity, diaspora survival, food as resistance, and memory. Now, even during the Civil War, cassava leaf remained a constant, because when everything else was taken from us, the land still fed us. It fed the people. That's why this dish hits different. It's not just tasty, it's history you can eat. Now, this isn't just food. Please that. Please remember that. This is how Liberians survived. This is what carried us through the war, migration, and struggle. If you want to understand Liberia, start with cassava leaf. Now for me, cassava leaf isn't just food. It's memory. It's identity. It's home. When you're an immigrant, a lot gets taken from you. Your language, familiarity, comfort. But food food survives the journey. This dish crossed oceans before I did. It survived war, displacement, and borders. And every time I cook it, I'm reminding myself and my children where we come from. Immigration isn't just about paperwork and passports. It's about carrying your culture with you, even when the world tells you to leave it behind. So, when I eat cassava leaf, I'm not just eating dinner. I'm honoring my people. I'm preserving my story. And I'm proving that no matter where we land, we don't arrive empty-handed. That's right.
And finish this nicely chopped up red onions. Put it in the pot and get this food bubbling for our people there. Okay? Okay. Now we approach this step. Now this step is a very important step. This is the step that I don't want nobody to miss. Let me tell you why. The last time I ate somebody cassava leaf, I ain't seen the person leave. I ain't trying to get no drama. I don't want no smoke with no one. But I ate the cassava leaf and I was hungry, like nobody bitten it. I ate it. But eating that cassava leaf, hey my people, one of the worst mistakes that I can ever make eating somebody's food. I will not make it again. And you know what else? I will not do that to somebody. That's why this process is so important. So please, my people, rinse it far away. Suffering like no one doing. But guess what? I ain't gonna do that to y'all. You see me there? You see me what I'm doing? You see me? By rinsing it. I want you to rinse your own. Rinse it far away. Make sure you have water and rinse it, wash it. Take all that debris, all that all that stuff that can be in there. Take it away by rinsing it far away. You see that? Now that package you see, it come real nothing because it's wholesome. But I like to take that package out, let it sit for at least a day out, it can thaw out nice far away. And then once it thaw out, then I will bring it and I will put it in the sink like that, put it in my shift up or my cleaner, and I will just rinse all that rock and all that debris that can be in it. Rinse it, my people. Rinse it far away, get it all out. So once you get it out, it's time to put it in the pot. Okay? Alright. So good job. Make sure you rinse it, okay? Don't choke nobody. Don't make nobody choke.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check the progress on everything. Let's see what we got over here. All right, so I am going to open this up and then we're going to check it out and see what's going on. I know most people try to go with the minutes. I'm more of an eyeball and staying by the stove and not wandering off, but actually staying aware of the food cooking. I mean, you can, whatever you're doing, make sure you have your little setup, your little station, your phone, your computer, whatever you want to do, keep it within this area, because I'm not one that like to burn food, especially when it comes to all the hard work. So we're going to check the soup, but basically it's not the soup yet. I mean, we're going to check the meat and see what's going on in here, okay? So let's go ahead, let's check it out. This is old school way. If you don't have the pot top, you gotta improvise and you gotta be wise, okay? So Oh, it's looking real good. I'm liking what it's looking like right now. We're gonna give you a close up so you can see exactly what's happening. All right, let's go ahead and give you a quick close up so you can see what's going on or what's going down in this pot. All right, let's see. Let's give them a little quick look see. All right, you guys ready? All right, now look. That's it. All right, so real quickly, I'm gonna stir a little bit so you can see everything in here. So we got all the traditional Liberian meats. We have snail. We got goat meat. We got cow skin. That's a big Liberian meat or poultry. Typically, we like to have chicken foot, but today no chicken foot, chicken feet. So that's what we have right now. So we'll check back again. And what we're looking for here is like actual cow, skin to be a little, it's kind of hard right now, but we're trying to look to make sure it gets really, really, really soft. All right, that's what we're looking for. And goat meat to get tender, and everything else we need kind of good. And then you got turkey mix. I forgot they got turkey mix in there too. Yeah, got plethora of poultry. All right, go ahead and that's it for right now. Okay, so the goal now is to transfer all of this meat that we just boiled from the broth over, because I think, not just think, I see that a lot of them are finished, they're ready to be transferred. So we're going to transfer them over. The only one I'm going to keep in here is the cow skin because it takes a little longer, but the turkey necks are good. The goat meat are good. Oh yeah, don't forget to put your pepper in too. That pepper helps give it that nice spicy taste, spicy flavor. All right, I'm gonna put. And another thing you can do is always share this, meaning like separate it. You don't want to use all. You want to put some away for another soup or another meal, because you can't eat this whole. You can't eat all this meat in one sitting. So, and it's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend anyone to eat all this meat in one sitting. Just think about too much of anything is not good for us. Regardless of how good it is, it's not good for us. So we want to keep that in mind. The snail, as you can see, they're ready as well. So I'm gonna put this in here. Put this in here. So next, after we get this out, our next step would be to put our cassava leaf that we already rinsed though. Remember what we did in that last step? We rinsed it. And actually, I'm gonna leave the boonie. I'm gonna leave it in here. The boonie actually gives it a nice flavor. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that in there. And I think the majority, okay, this is this is cow skin, this is goat meat. Goat meat. Put this in here. Alright. This is let me see, we're doing pretty good. I think we got a little bit more of the snail. Yeah, let's get the snail in. put the boonie back in here. Just get all the smell. And get all the little snails. They're all hiding, swimming with me. And doing really well. There's another one. Let's see. You got any more? You might not be able to get every single one, but hey, we did our best. And as you can see, oh, there, we've got some goat meat and some oh, there, I see, now I see one up. And as you see, the only ones that are left in here are the cow skin, right? And the cow skin, as you can see, there's only 3. I don't do too much of them, or if any, I probably only do 1. But they keep me in the packet, so I'm gonna, and also give it a little flavor too. This is the broth. So what I'm gonna do now is stop this and we're gonna get to the next step. All right, so I just dumped all of the broth. All the broth is in here. I'll put it over here. I'll put this over here. And I'll go ahead and take the cassava leaf that's been rinsed really well and dump it in here just like this. All right. So now I'll give you a closer look so you can see exactly what's happening here. So put this in here. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put the broth in here. Go ahead and again, when it comes to measurement, this is Liberia, and this is Africa. Africans been doing this for ancient, so long. Measurement is not a big thing. But if you want to measure, you want to go with your eyeball, all right? So I'm going to put only enough soup just to cover the cassava leaf, all right? Just to cover it. I don't want to drown it. I don't want to get too much because it'll take longer for it to dry out. But the goal here, the purpose is to dry it out, dry all the broth out, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here. I can also save the remainder of the soup for something else. So let's see what it looks like. And I don't think it's enough. I think I should put some more. Yeah, a little. I think I should put a little bit more. So a little bit more. All right, yes, that's perfect. I think that's enough water, enough broth. And that's why, as you can see, I use my broth to actually mix with my cassava leaf so I can get that flavor from all the meat that boiled together. This is gonna give it that African flavor, all right? So I don't put this raw water in there. I give it the broth that I already make. All right, that's a step that a lot of people miss and they're not familiar with. But yeah. All right, And then the next step is I'm gonna let this, let this cook. I'm gonna put some raw onions in there. And then I'm gonna let this do its thing. The water from it, we're gonna let it melt out, not melt, but evaporate out and dry out. Once everything is dried out, then that's why I got this right here, this little friend over here, which is our palm oil. We're gonna put that in there, but otherwise, and then if we need extra little seasoning, this is the only little one I have, and that's it. All right, so and then we're gonna add the rest of the other meat when it dries closer to and everything dries. We're gonna put the meat that's over here. We're gonna put some of it in here, just half of it, not half, but a very small portion of it. Okay. All right, like probably a quarter or something. All right, until our next update, we'll see everybody. Oh yeah, and one other tip: in order to keep, if you close it all the way like this, the water will take longer for it to come out. Even though you still got a little hole in here, it don't matter. It helps if you crack it. Right, when you crack it like this, the water evaporates out quicker, faster. So I would say this whole process, if I'm gonna give you an estimated time, I would say within an hour, all of that water should be out. 30 minutes, 45 to an hour the most. But that means you just got to stay within the area. Don't leave. Don't go far. And if you are, make sure you have somebody manning the stove, watching the stove, because you don't want to burn it. All right? But no more than an hour, 30, 45, an hour the most to have all this water dry out. All right? But in between it, you got to be putting if the water dry out, the meat in there, put the oil in there, add additional seasoning if you need to. Otherwise, that's it. All right? We're going to come back when the water evaporates out. So we'll see you guys within the next hour. You can stop and come right back. Okay. Just trying to stir this real nice and make sure everything is mixed well. And then I'm gonna cover this pot, let it crack, and then we're just gonna wait until everything dries out and evaporates. Alrighty. Okay. It looks like we have turned after that time that we waited, and here we are. Here we are. This is what you want to look for. Nice and dry. Looks like it's ready. Let's go ahead and put the oil in there. Alright, same thing with measurement. I just do eyeball, put a little bit in there, and then I'm stirring, but I'm gonna stir. I'm gonna have to set this down for a second, stir it, and then we'll see how it's gonna look. Mix palm oil in here, making sure that's just enough that cassava leaf soak in it just right. I try to not keep too much oil, but just enough to complement the amount of cassava leaf that's already in there. Once I finish stirring it up really well, then I'll let y'all see what we're doing. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good right now. I like the way it's looking. Look like well done, like done cassava leaf. Yeah, as you can tell, my Liberian accent coming in because Liberian food looking good. You can tell my Liberian accent coming in, I mean, the food is ready to eat. Alright, so let's get you a nice little look-see. Okay, so this is our final product. Liberian traditional cassava leaf. I hope you smell it through the TV, to your computer, to your phone. to your tablet, to all the thing there, because it smells good, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it even tastes better. Yes, it's a super citizen showing you his kitchen, Uncle POM-J's kitchen, and we are making some Liberian traditional cassava leaf. All right, come on, y'all. Y'all can't let eat. It's ready. It's time to eat.
Y'all come look at this. Y'all come look at this. I just finished making my own rice. You can see it. Yeah, parboiled rice. And then y'all come see the sweet, juicy, luscious cassava leaf. You see it? Look at it, looking juicy. Now let me tell you something. Many people, many people throughout my life, over 20 years, ask me to cook for them, and they will pay me. And I have refused in so many ways, because when I cook this food, I don't cook to get paid. But let me tell you something, these days, if you know how to cook and you want to learn how to cook, I will have the lessons available very soon. So while you're watching this and enjoying looking at this delicious, luscious Liberian cassava leaf, hey, then you will learn how to cook it. But yeah, just know that I do this. I do this all the time. Now let me tell you something. I had one person I know, they were gonna pay me over $200 just to cook this Liberian dish. Especially this one. This particular one. This is the one everybody loves. The cassava leaf. And I'm talking about it was packed with everything. I'm talking about onion, gold meat, cow skin, chicken foot, all the meat there. I mean, it was called Lover's Paradise Meat, Lover's Paradise. Now you see, that. Look at it. That food looking good. It looking good. It looking very good. So there you have it, Liberian Cassava. I want you to enjoy. Y'all come, let eat, enjoy, ponder every day.
Okay, so many of those who probably have followed or been following me for a while know about me. I've been on several different journeys, right? Several different phases in my life, evolutionary stages. And at one point, I was actually a vegan, literally raw vegan, eating nothing but raw foods for at least over 10 years. Now, fast forward, it's been at least over 10 years. Things have changed, life has changed. I am more open now these days to variations of types of food, habits of food, eating habits. Um, I fast actually a lot. I fast a lot, sometimes up to 16 hours. Um, I eat barely anything, uh, even when I do eat. But when I do eat, to fulfill me or to make sure I eat all the essential uh, nutrient, I eat my Liberian food. I'm not big on fast food or those things, but temporarily, if I need something, I will grab some Asian fast food, which is like uh, my pad thai or whatever. But overall, I'm a Liberian food guy or African food guy, and I would eat probably one big African uh, plate, a bowl, and I'll be good. All right. So these days, I'm not policing the way I eat, and I'm not policing nobody else way they eat. I'm more mindful and conscious of what I'm eating and how my body is responding to what I'm eating. So it's important to eat for your body type, eat for your blood type, eat for your health, eat for you. Don't eat for nobody. Don't eat for your wife. Don't eat for your husband or your king or your queen. Don't eat for your children. Eat for you. Back in the day, we used to say this phrase: "What you eat don't make me shit." And I'm gonna just keep it real with you. What someone else eats, that shouldn't be your business. One thing we have to remember in life is two things. It's actually several things that's very important in life, but one of the two most important things in life you got to keep in mind: what you eat and your sexual, your preference, or your personal sexual life are the two things you always want to keep between you and yourself and the partner or whoever it is you with. Otherwise, nobody else matters. But in case they do want to know and they are interested or what have you, you keep it at the minimum. You don't owe nobody an explanation of what you eat, what you don't eat. You eat what works for you, okay? That's the new evolutionary POM-J, for especially for the ones who knew me over a decade or so. This is where I'm at. And I want to encourage those who are on their journey as well. If you want to stop eating meat, take that step. Stop eating meat. Put that away. Learn your body. And if you want to pick up back eating meat again, let it be your decision and pick it up. But make sure you're eating healthy, quality meats. All right? Like they say, halal meat, kosher meat. They got all these different types of meat. But make sure you eat quality meat. Eat less fatty meats. You know, those kind of things. Eat lean meats. You know, so if you're going to eat the meats, make sure you're eating quality, organic meat, you know? Yeah, wild meat, wild caught. You know, I also do fish, for example, or seafood. I'm a big seafood. It's not, I don't just do fish. I'm a seafood guy. I used to live on the coast in Liberia, literally on the beach. So our lifestyle, our culture was seafood. We'll wake up in the morning, get in a canoe, go over into the middle of the ocean, cast our nets, and gather this fish and every other seafood that was in the ocean. And that's what we ate. And I ate a lot of fruits. That was literally my diet. But regardless, now you have it. So don't eat for nobody but yourself. Don't impress nobody but yourself, all right? But eat for your health. Eat because you know it's the right food that goes in your body and your body needs it, not somebody else who wants it for you, okay? Until another update, we'll talk soon, okay? All right.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.